Imagine a world where the act of murder ceases to exist. It's a world where homicide statistics stand frozen at zero, a testament to a profound societal shift. The absence of murder would signify a fundamental change in the human experience, a world where the sanctity of life is absolute. It suggests a society that has evolved beyond violence, resolving conflicts through dialogue and empathy. This shift would necessitate a re-evaluation of our justice systems, societal structures, and understanding of human nature. In a world without murder, law and order would undergo a radical transformation. Prisons might evolve into rehabilitation centers focused on healing and reintegration. Retribution would likely give way to restorative justice, emphasizing empathy and repair of harm. Legal frameworks defining violence would require reassessment. Without murder as a benchmark, the severity of other offenses might be redefined. Law enforcement would change dramatically, focusing on community policing and crime prevention. This shift would demand skills in de-escalation, conflict resolution, and building community trust. The psychological implications of a murder-free world are profound. A society free from lethal violence could foster a greater sense of trust and security. This newfound safety could lead to more open and empathetic relationships. Children no longer exposed to violence could develop a different understanding of conflict resolution. Their emotional development could be characterized by greater empathy and compassion. However, a world without murder does not equate to a world without conflict. Emotions like frustration and anger would still exist. The challenge is finding healthy outlets for these emotions, channeling them into productive behaviors. On a global scale, a world without murder could usher in a new era of international relations. Warfare might become a relic of the past. Nations could collaborate more effectively on shared challenges like climate change and poverty. Resources currently funneled into military spending could be redirected towards diplomacy and development. International organizations could play a more prominent role in mediating disputes. This shift could lead to a more just and equitable world order. However, other forms of conflict might persist, requiring peaceful and sustainable solutions. A world without murder might seem utopian, but complexities and paradoxes would still exist. The absence of one form of violence does not eradicate all forms of suffering or injustice. Inequality, poverty, and discrimination could still persist. The definition of murder is often subject to interpretation and cultural context. A world without murder would require a globally shared understanding of the sanctity of life. The pursuit of a murder-free world should not come at the cost of individual freedoms. The challenge is balancing safety and security with respecting individual autonomy. Achieving a world without murder might seem like a utopian dream. Yet history shows that societies can change and deeply ingrained behaviors can evolve. The decline of violence over history provides hope. Creating a murder-free world requires addressing the root causes of violence. This includes promoting education, empathy, and addressing economic inequalities. It also requires shifting cultural narratives away from glorifying violence. While the journey is long, every step towards reducing violence and promoting peace brings us closer to that goal.